Illustrate the following displacement graphically. The first one states 40 km at a 30-degree angle west of south. Now we need to understand the wordings very carefully. So here it's saying first we have to move 40 km and it must be in such that it's a 30-degree angle west of south. Now west of south means, so this is going to be the hint. So imagine yourself facing towards the southern direction. So here you have at the center and your eyes are facing in the southern direction. Now from this direction, you have to move 30-degree angle towards the western direction. So now you say you move 30-degree towards the western direction, and this is going to be the direction of 30-degree angle west of south. That's the meaning. And from this origin point, what's the length that what's the distance that you covered? It's a straight line covering a distance of 40 kilometers. It's very important that you move in a straight line. Only then that will mean that you are just getting displaced from the origin point to this new point by traveling a displacement of 40 kilometers, having a displacement of 40 kilometers or traveling a distance of 40 kilometers, and you are facing now 30-degree to the west of south. And the way you measure the angle is very important. It always goes in the clockwise fashion. Okay, now coming to the second one, 60 km at a 40-degree angle east of north. So let's try to understand it. So what we'll do, let's say here we have our eyes. Now we are facing in the northern direction. Now from the northern direction, we have to go 40-degree towards the east. So if we remember, we have to go 40-degree in the clockwise fashion. Now from the northern direction, we're going to go 40-degree in the eastern side, and we from the origin point we move a distance of 60 km in a straight line. So that is what it means, that we have displaced from the origin point to a new location by 60 km, making an angle of 60-degree with the northern direction, or we can say making an angle of 40-degree with the northern direction, or in other words we say 40-degree angle east of north. Okay, now coming to the final one, 50 km in the southeast direction. Now this is a very simple one. Whenever we say southeast, if we use northeast or northwest or southwest, that means that we are making 45-degree with each of the two axes. So since we are going in the southeast direction, so locate south and the eastern direction, draw a line which makes 45-degree with each of the eastern and the western, and move a distance of 50 km in a straight line, and that's going to give us the displacement of 50 km in the southeast direction.